Friends, in the last portion, what we dealt with, we had analyzed that the common denominator of all the human beings around the world is to seek happiness, not only happiness, but constant happiness. But we have found from our experience that we are not able to get the constant happiness, unalloyed happiness from the lifestyle which we are leading right now. The happiness, what we are finding and experiencing, is transient. It is fleeting. And obviously, we are not happy with this. Therefore, we have got to find a solution in order to get or experience the craving of my inner bosom of enjoying or retaining the unchanging, constant happiness. So, what should we do? So, DVG starts with the fundamental question as to think or ponder over the most debated, the most talked about topic, God and goodness. All of us, we want our life to be good. We want people to be good to us. We would like to hear good things. We would like to see good things. And not only that, we want lasting good things, what we see, what we hear in our bosom. But what is your experience? Let us ask the fundamental question, what is really good in the real sense? And what is that which is permanent? Can there be a stuff with this characteristic? That is, what is good and what is permanent? Can there be a stuff like this in this world? Now, it is this characteristic what all of us are seeking. According to our Shastras, there is only one thing which is ultimate in goodness and permanency, and that is God. So, when one turns his attention towards God, the total devotion or reorders or restructures one's lifestyle to be in tune with Godhood, one will be in permanent happiness or Brahmananda or Ananda of highest order, happiness of highest order. It is not an alien in an unknown world up above the sky, but the God principle permeates behind and beyond the ever-changing physical and mental world and acts as a non-changing substratum, the cause of all causes, knowledge of all knowledges, ultimate in happiness, ultimate in good. The prime aim or goal or purpose of a human being should be to experience or reach this Godhood, the fountainhead of supreme bliss, which all of us all the time crave for. There is a term you must have heard, Chaturvidha Purushartha. That is, 4-step methodology in life, if adopted, takes us to that stage. That is, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. This should be in the framework or operating principles in our life. To begin with, let us find out what Dharma is. Dharma is a way of life. If I so live that my style of life does not harm others and help not only me to evolve being happy, but also enriches others' lives too. Social justice, compassion to other living beings and animals, mutual cooperation, treating the world with honor are some of those characteristics that come under Dharma. It also includes yajna, worship, charity, helping others, etc. While I pursue my dharma, it should not come in the way of others following his or her dharma. So, the dharma is a way of life which helps people to live in harmony and peace. Peace at the individual level, harmony in the collective level in the society. Now we move on to the next virtue called artha. This includes in its fold all resources and possessions such as land, money, etc. While dharma is the path for life, artha is the supporting factor for life. Without artha, life cannot exist. Earning money and mobilizing resources for our living is a must, but it has to be in the framework of dharma. That is, we should not transgress dharma. That path is prohibited. Next comes kama. Dharma, artha, and third is the kama. Kama means basically desires. Love, yearning for beauty, seeking music, arts are different aspects of kama. Just like artha, kama also supports life and makes life meaningful and colorful, but it should not transgress dharma. Artha and kama are expressions of Purusheche and Purusha Buddhi, that is, mind and gross intellect. That's how science, commerce, civilization came into being. Dharma emerges from Purusha Viveka, that is, the faculty of discrimination, subtle intellect. Artha and kama provide scope for expansion of mind and intellect for discovering useful items to life. The fourth aspect of the human goal is moksha, meaning liberation. We usually mistake moksha to be a state exclusively reserved for saints, or that is a state we attain after we die. This is a mistaken notion. In reality, it is a state which anyone can attain, in fact, should struggle to attain while alive. It only means liberation from shackles or binding forces arising out of wrong way of actions, in contrast with dharma. That means instead of pursuing dharma, if you pursue adharma, it makes me to devolve instead of evolving. When we pursue artha and kama, in the ambit of dharma, we face lot of difficulties, no doubt. It is true and it is inevitable. But that we can't stop. Difficulties or troubles attacking us while we interact with the world. But we have the freedom to tackle them the way we want that to be. Knowledge of God and His universal law helps us to act as with a protective insulating cover, relieving us from the heat or tyranny of such difficulties or troubles while we pursue our life. All right, all this is a theory and to a certain extent convincing too. But what is practically wrong with me now? And where and how do I start to apply in my life the precepts discussed earlier? A glance of our lifestyle prevalent in our country today reveals that we are at the wrong end. Our country is rich in mineral wealth, has fairly good weather and rainfall, soil is fertile enough to grow almost all types of food grains, adequate water resources through rivers, lakes, forest wealth, and also blessed with fairly long sea coast for port development. With all these valuable resources in hand, we are a non-entity in the world forum. We are labelled by other countries that we live a pale, timid, poverty-stricken life, devoid of heroism and specific goals in life. We are goalless wanderers. We have no habit of setting goals and working for it. Being self-complacent, our sense of commitment and involvement for the cause we had chosen, and that involvement, that commitment, it is very poor what we find in our general life. Let us try to see what is the solution for this problem in the next portion of our thinking. Hari Om.